Yeah, my name's Christopher Naismith. I'm the CEO and founder of Audette. Audette's been operating since 2019 when we launched our first product into the British Columbia market. Audette is a software platform for finding conservation projects in large groups of real estate. So we connect to digital data across large real estate portfolios to pull forward the best energy and carbon conservation projects. We then match those projects up with available capital in the market. So that looks like incentives, grants, or third-party lenders who support the low carbon or energy efficient transitions. Our clients are large commercial real estate groups who are targeting carbon neutral and capital providers whose thesis is carbon reduction. So normally what a real estate portfolio would do if they want to find opportunities for conservation is they would hire consultants. And those consultants would walk around their buildings with digital cameras and clipboards and produce spreadsheet-based studies on what they found. I know that because I was one of those consultants for the last 10 years. What makes Audette different is that we are using the existing digital operating data to do that same level of detail study within buildings and then pulling forward the best conservation projects. Because we use data and machine learning to do this, we're able to streamline due diligence and line those projects up with all the available capital on the market. Now, we don't totally replace consulting services. We have consulting partners that we pass our data to when it's time to do boots on the ground engineering work. So we launched our product, as I mentioned, into British Columbia in 2019, and we've been working with some amazing enterprise groups here who represent more than 100 million square feet of property across Canada and into the US. So we're just closing a financing round to fund our Canada-wide launch. We're moving into Alberta next. So we're currently looking for property groups with a footprint in the Alberta market who are looking to reduce their carbon footprint and increase energy efficiency. We're also looking for capital providers who have funding to offer to that market. In relation to export sales, Audette is looking for capital partners in foreign markets. So in Asia, there's a strong contingent of energy service contractors who are looking for good deal flow in commercial building groups. We can help them to find projects. And then in Northern Europe, there are strong greenhouse gas reduction mandates, and commercial building groups are struggling to adapt to that. We can help those groups to plot out their paths to carbon neutral and avoid getting penalties from the new regulations. My favorite thing about Audette is that it gives me an opportunity to amplify my impact. We are a team of engineers and operators who are very good at building product and very good at doing engineering work. But we wanted something that we knew would have a long-lasting and broad impact on the planet. And we have focused in on the commercial building stock because they represent more than 20% of all global carbon emissions, and we feel great about that. I think what's important to know is that we know how to transition our commercial building stock to carbon neutral. It involves two things. It's electrify heating and clean up the grid. We focus on the electrify heating portion of the problem. So the technology that we're going to use to do that, which is heat pumps, has existed for the last 100 years. It's not a technology problem. It is a decision-making and a capital problem. This is why we're setting up the world's largest carbon efficiency projects marketplace to facilitate getting money from financiers into the hands of commercial building owners. So before COVID, I would throw electronic music dance parties. That was sort of my leisure activity. It's always been a passion of mine. Since the pandemic hit, I've been spending a lot of time walking around British Columbia's beautiful West Coast.